Question 1402.
Absolutely. Nope, sorry.
A plane is about to crash. There are 4 people on board and only 3 parachutes. Would you take one and jump, or would you give up your chance at life and give your chute to someone else?
Technically, 2 people can use one parachute.
No, they can't in this scenario.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to
No. How on earth do you justify that?
Have you ever seen Moonraker?
Yeah.
In the beginning of the movie? That's awesome. I would pull full Moonraker. Or in Con Air, they do it too. What else? There's quite a few movies.
That's not answering the question. Uhan says, I'd take it and jump, self-preservation. Randy says, breakpoint. Julie says, depends on who the other people are, honestly. Well, at the start of the question, they're completely random. Nandiri says, I'm jumping. Chad says, who else is on the plane? Fuck Nazis. Don't know the Nazis yet. Edward says, I think I could survive a plane crash. I jumped just a bit before.
So as an absolute talker, I would have already talked to everybody on the plane, found out who the annoying person is, and as the annoying person, I would have grabbed the parachute and just jumped out of the plane because they would have elected me.
Wait. Did you just say you would have found out who the annoying person as the annoying person?
Well, if you're not the annoying person, if you can't find the annoying person, then you are the annoying person.
I would do.
So
I wouldn't be
diplomatic. I would not be diplomatic at all.
I would do what if any of those of you who are familiar with Father Ted, I would do that. I would do what Father Jack did. I'd take a parachute for myself and a parachute for the drinks cabinet on the plane.
Robert says, I would take it as I need to take care of my 50 children. Judy says, like, if one's a Nazi, I'm taking the chute. Ox says, NA, I wouldn't be on a plane, pass. You're on the top of a volcano.
You make these unrealistic scenarios, and as I already told you, 2 people can share a chute.
No, they can't. They're children's chutes.
Then what fucking good are they for us anyway?
You're going to break your legs, but you're going to live.
You could still hang on a kid's chute. You could still hang on a kid's chute.
There's no such thing as a child's chute.
You'll come down with the chute. With the chute, you will break your legs, but you'll live. Okay. Without the chute, you die.
For me, it's easy. I let the other people have the chute.
Yay, Granny.
I'll
take a
ride. I removed the backup chute from one of those sheets.
Yeah.
Granny,
stop looking for workarounds.
You're my travel partner from now on.
It's what I do, Dave. I'd figure out a workaround so that we could save everybody.
You can't save everyone. This is not the Kobayashi Maru.
I don't care. I am Kirk in this scenario, and I will cheat and find a way to save everyone.
You can't. That's the point.
See, that's the thing. I've been in lose-lose situations, and sometimes you do have to choose yourself. Sometimes you do,
Yeah, but not in this one.
Yes, in this one.
Why couldn't you put 2 people together with chutes and then have a third onto them?
Because it wouldn't work. The chutes would not inflate properly. People would die.
No, but I mean, if you remove the backup chute from one of the parachutes, and then you go the 3 chutes to the other people.
There are no backup chutes.
All parachutes have backup chutes, Dave.
No, they don't.
You probably should have researched parachutes before you did this question, Dave.
I didn't need to because I didn't think I'd have a pedant.
I would refuse to leave the plane until we research why the plane is carrying unauthorized chutes with inadequate coverage.
How big is this plane, Dave?
How big's the plane? It's a 747. It's falling out the sky like a brick.
You can't jump from a 747. You get hung up in the tail and cut like a piece of meat.
Listen,
You get pulled through the fucking turbines.
Hey,
Well, they do have a back door.
tuck and jump, and just hope for the best.
Yeah.
Tuck and jump. See, that's different. If it's total action movie, you're not thinking that you're gonna live anyways. I was in a car accident where my car, in real life, my car was on fire, my engine was on fire. I hit a power pole. The power pole was shooting electricity. It was so loud, it was deafening. And all I could think was to jump out the window. That was all, it was all flight in my brain. I wasn't thinking about being a hero. I wasn't thinking about anything. I jumped out of my car and lived to tell the story, So in scenarios, you're not it took me longer to explain what happened than what actually happened.
Yeah.
As I've said, they don't have parachutes on passenger planes.
No. Jenny just got it wrong.
You're not
Jenny just
thinking when
happened to
something happens.
My honest answer is,
animal brain takes over.
my honest answer is, I don't know unless I'm confronted in that situation what I'd really do.
What would you like to do?
I don't know what the fuck I'd like to do. That depends a lot on what fucking mood I'm in. Because if I'm in one of my bloody ruts, I might think, oh fuck it, I've got nothing to live for anyway.
Well, you're on a long haul flight, so you're 3 pints down.
I would like there to be a fourth parachute.
Then I'm likely to sacrifice myself.
Edward says, "Sexy women and kids first." Chad says, 3 Nazis. I'm going to take all the chutes. Harmonica Man says, I would give up the chutes to save others. Judy says, but if there were 3 people, a doctor, a mum, and someone I love, I wouldn't take it. Ox said, aim for the water. How would you know you don't fly? Stop giving them advice on what to land on if you won't be on the plane. Judy says, I'm way too heavy for a child's parachute. You'll survive, you'll just break your legs.
That's not how that works.
You come down too fast is the point.
And your hip and everything, below your torso.
Your back.
I'm not sure I could survive parachuting.
Why?
Yes, you could.
Your back.
Because of my spine.
But your knees would take a lot of the...
You could.
You'd survive. But again, it would probably hurt.
I've jumped out of a plane.
Intentionally?
Thing is, no, with the
strapping man strapped to me.
Who was tall enough? I told you, it was 2 people in a parachute.
he was tall enough.
That's a bigger parachute.
When he stood up, I was almost off my feet.
No, my luck though, if I did take the parachute, I'd land in a fucking war zone or something.
You'd have to go on with the anvil in.
Yeah. If the parachute says Acme on there, I'm giving it to someone else, and I'm taking my fucking chances.
Why is the 747 falling out of the sky?
Because you're on the wrong plane. Because you're on the wrong plane on the wrong day.
Someone sets off a bomb.
If it's a 747 in a Hollywood scenario, then I would just stand in the middle of the plane and wait for it to break in half.
The plane's the plane is already exposed. Half the plane's gone already.
People survive that.
No one's going to survive this.
No.
Oh, hold on. If it's in the next, can it be like in the next? I don't know. This scenario be in the next. I don't know, 24 to 48 hours, and it be Air Force One. If it's a 747, I'm just because then I've got a very good idea who might be not getting a parachute.
Harrison Ford. I like Harrison Ford.
Ox says there's no chutes on the passenger planes, right? There are on this because Jenny happens to have brought 3 along. They're her personal chutes. Blame her if they don't work.
I would gladly give mine up.
You would gladly give yours up. Jen!
I told you, I'll figure out a way to save everyone.
You can't. Everyone's going to die. Everyone's going to die if you don't pick.
Well, yes, of course they are. You're trying to jump out of a 747.
Your choice is to either jump or not.
We don't know who the other people on the plane are.
No.
I don't know. I guess I'd base it off the ages of the people who were there.
Jenny.
I would gladly give mine up because I know at least my age.
Never again said, there's no question I'm going down with the plane. I'd never be able to jump. Fair enough.
Not as scary as you think. It's not as scary. It's actually quite exhilarating when you jump out of a plane.
I listened to Tom Scott talk about it.
Whoever said that, reconsider this, because if you're in there and you're into the position where you have to make that decision, you're already falling outside of the plane. It
Yes.
happens to be still around you.
Tom Scott
Here's
talked
an
about him.
interesting concept. You're in a plane that's falling. You're basically in 0G.
Yeah.
Well, no, then you would land without getting hurt.
Yeah. The problem is you suddenly go to an awful lot of G's when it hits the ground.
The G's will catch up with you.
The fall doesn't kill you. It's a
The
sudden
G's
stop at
catch
the
up
end.
with you. The G's catch up with you.
Tom Scott
It's all
talked
those
about.
wild horses at the end that get you.
Tom Scott described jumping out of a plane. Right, he said the first time he doesn't remember. It kind of blanked out because he didn't know what to expect. Okay, and he went down, and the first thing he remembers is being outside the plane with the parachute up, and thought it was fantastic. So he got down, and I was like, 20 quid, you can do it again. You can go again. And he went up, and this time he remembered the whole thing, and it was terrified. I said,
Yeah,
Do
he
it
didn't
again.
want to
He
jump
said-
out or anything.
He went
He
one
was
more
like,
time,
"Ah,
and he went,
and everything."
because he knew what to expect. Just the fear got worse and worse.
You know, I didn't think about that because I don't think I would be able to do it at my age now.
Why?
I think I live near a theme park. I grew up near a theme park, and I literally grew up riding roller coasters. I love I went as an adult, and I almost had a heart attack.
I can't stand roller coasters, and yet I know.
My heart, like I had to take a moment and realize the things that I had done to myself over the past 30 years had finally caught up with me, and my heart couldn't take it. I was so disappointed.
At 5 or 6, we got included as part of a carnival at Rill, to anyone that knows the UK.
Oh boy! Oh dear!
Which meant that we got to go on all the rides whenever. I was a kid, right? But the point is, the kids from the carnival just hung around at the carnival while the parents worked.
Awesome.
Right, so we just got to go on all the rides, just go up to the rides, go on there all the rides, and I went on every single ride imaginable. I can't stand roller coasters. I can't imagine going on any roller coasters I've been on since I can have any memory of it have terrified me. But I know for a fact, as a kid, this stuff happened. I just can't remember any of it.
Can I actually say
that
that scenario that was being said about like the second time or whatever is very true, because what you just said there, Dave, I'm way too afraid to go on holiday and Rill again.
I'm not surprised. It's changed. It's lovely at the front. And they got rid of the sun centre.
All joking aside, it actually, when I went there, it was just when I was a kid. It was still very much a thriving, lovely town. But what I've heard, it is a fucking dump now.
Yeah, very much so. A lot of drugs.
Dead. Yeah.
I have a question for you, Dave. How come you haven't had Tom Scott on as a guest yet?
You see, because unlike you, I am terrible at asking people.
Yeah, but he's really easy to talk to.
Is it? Well, you have contact with him. Ask him to come on my show.
Corresponded via email.
Right, Leslie. Uhan, thank you very much for your $1.99 super chat. And you always write things clever in the chat. There. Lot rats. Kids that hang around carnivals are called lot rats. Shit, I forgot about that.
Lot rats.
See, I wasn't. The worst thing is we weren't really part of the carnival. It was weird. Go on.
I was going to say to you can't think of anything clever to put in.
No, wait! How the hell do I mute Jeff?
You could always.
There we go. So I've not had to mute someone in forever.
There we go. And you could always write in Chinese characters or something.
Bastard.
Dave loves it when you do that.
No, he doesn't. If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.